Hello everyone. So if this is me climbing up on my rooftop and screaming about the truth about technology and its addiction, uh, so be it. So let me just explain to you what is on my mind with regards to mental health and our technology use. And I have written about it for many, many years now, and I'm consolidating a list of all the links that are going to be useful for you to understand the relationship between our dopamine infused addictive behaviors that are being enabled by our technology use and what it is leading to in the physical world. So okay, so I'm going to post all these links, but the first thing to understand is what is down regulation. A lot of us have become screen suckers. And why is that? So in this, I explain to you what these dopamine receptors in our brain do when they are trying to process rewards. Just like in a casino, what happens is you're constantly looking for stimulation, and our ability to feel pleasure decreases as we keep on achieving one goal after the other. And that is the psychology behind video games as well. You are aiming for 100 points, but once you achieve the 100 points, you are aiming for more, 200, 300, 400. Yesterday you were happy with 500, but today you're not even happy with 1500 points. So how does that happen? That is because of down regulation. Okay. I also talk about why this whole big tech, which is comprised of FANG, Facebook, Facebook is now Meta, Netflix, Apple, and all these things, Google, why are they all trying to make us hooked onto our, smartphones? So here, if you can see, they are hiring attention engineers. Okay, they already know the harm that is happening, but they still continue to do whatever it takes to keep their bottom line alive. So if you see, there are a lot of studies that talk about a digital addiction and what happens and the effect of it on our mental health. So increased loneliness, anxiety, and depression, because we are not able to regulate ourselves around our phones. Okay, it is very, very similar to opioid addiction. Okay, so here, what is happening? Why are we becoming increasingly lonely? I write about kids. Some of my students who are learning robotics and coding with me, they talk about playing games with strangers online. And sometimes their self-esteem is being hit because if the partner is not doing good in the game, they say, oh, just go kill yourself, man. You're so bad at this. Or I don't want to partner with you to play this game or something like that. So it's just very detrimental to the self-esteem of children. If they're growing up like that, they will only be associating the world with hate and not try to focus on any deep, meaningful relationships, because they get really, disenfranchised with all these things that are happening around them. Here, I talk about big data, and I want to talk about the real cost of task switching here and why it is so important for us to, we feel burnout, and then we have these all kinds of deviant mechanisms to try to feel better about ourselves. We are not focused on one thing, or we are just trying to do too many things, listen to music while doing some important work at work. It's just too much. So if you want to find out if you have a digital addiction problem, there are specific ways you can find out. It's called this phantom phone vibration. Even if your phone is not going off, you feel like, and then nomophobia. Nomophobia is the fear of missing out on your cell phone. So these are real problems. And what is doom scrolling? Doom scrolling is constantly scrolling even though there is nothing, and that is how these phones are also enabled, right? There is no bottom for the internet. What about this? Again, this is the paper that I was referring to. So please, by all means, you can check out the links that I'm posting, and please be aware of how your phones are affecting your mental health. Thank you.